Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back doing another Rivals of Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. As you can see, they changed the interface a little bit since I last recorded a draft. They've got this new template and a new symbol for Magic Online, but we're easily taking Ghalta here. Fantastically strong card. This pack also has Zealot, which I like, the Forerunner, which is good, Aspirant is good, Hunt the Weak, and those are my other good worthy first picks, I would say, but easily Ghalta. Like I said, super strong. Ooh, Arch of Orazca is good. It's just a free card. Otherwise, there is Knight of the Stampede, which kind of does double duty in ramping towards Ghalta. I do actually just like Arch of Orazca. Let's see if it's worth anything. I guess might as well check, right? I mean, I'm pretty positive it's played. Oh, it's only worth 38 cents. Must be in a bunch of different sets or something. It's kind of just a free card in the deck though, which makes me want to take it here. I am giving up like an Impale, which is good. Like I said, the Knight, a Water Knot. I'm giving up some hard removal for it, but if there's one thing I've learned from this format, I don't think I've ever been, maybe once I've been, yeah, I think there was one time that I was lacking in playables, and it's when I did a full 180 shift after pack one. That's the one time. Other than that, you always have enough playables. So this is a very sideboard centric format, I would argue. All right, Etzocan Seer is actually a really nice follow up here. Great card in general. Lets you splash, fixes, and has a relevant sack ability, and a 2/3 is actually a relevant body too. So everything about this card is good. I like the Heliopterus too. This card plays well. Definitely feel happy taking an Etzocan Seer here, though, because I definitely want to play Ghalta if I can. And Etzocan Seer is going to help with that. Well, we can take a Snubhorn Sentry here. It's probably better than a Frillback. I mean, this format is so aggressive that getting an 0/3 is actually just very nice. Doesn't work exceptionally well with Ghalta, but I guess that's not true. If you can get a Send, it works just fine for Ghalta, so why don't we go for that? I mean, Frillback actually is very good for Ghalta. It ramps 4 for it, but the thing about Frillback is they're kind of a dime a dozen. And Ghalta doesn't really need to be built around. You're going to be playing creatures. He's going to get cheaper. And not much else in here anyway, so let's just take this Sentry. I mean, the best card in the pack is probably the Charger, a Recover, and neither of them are super exciting. I like the Raptor probably more than the Snubhorn Sentry, but at this point, why don't we work towards this Etzocan Seer? I always see this card and not know what it does. Deals 1 damage to each creature that doesn't have first strike, double strike, vigilance, or haste, and whenever you attack with 2, you flip it, and then it does 2 damage to each opponent, and it's actually pretty cool. It actually is pretty cool. And it's kind of good in a Naya Dinosaur deck, too, surprisingly. It turns on your Enrage. It's kind of cool. Golden Demise is far and away the strongest card here, and getting it 5th pick is pretty absurd. I think I'm just going to take it. I love this card. Big Golden Demise fan. And like I said, seeing it 5th pick is just kind of absurd. It's just such a good card. Plummet for sideboard. Otherwise, we could take Dinosaur Hunter. This is a very solid 2-drop. Not too much else in here though. I like the Dinosaur Hunter. I mean, it kills Ghalta all day. Yeah, it's a good card. There's plenty of good dinosaurs in this format, so I'm just gonna take it. All right, here's the Heliopterus. So another opportunity to stick with the dinosaur plan, or we can take another hunter. I mean, I'd probably just take the Heliopterus anyway. Certainly good with Ghalta. I don't think Cacophedon is that exciting. Tuscadon is pretty reasonable. It's going to be difficult to splash. Pretty difficult to splash. Another absurd card with Majestic Heliopterus. I think Tuscadon is just a good card. Really is. Alright, let's get greedy, because I definitely don't want to splash a Death Spitter. And a Raptor is not exciting. I don't really want the Glorifier, so I guess we'll just take the Tuscadon. Ceratops, on the other hand, is actually pretty good. Very late Dusk Legion Zealot. Moment of Triumph and a Mutiny in here as well. I'm probably just going to take the Ceratops, though. I've found Ceratops to be a little bit better than it looks. So getting the Knight of the Stampede's a good sign. Otherwise, we could take the Stone Quarry. But Knight of the Stampede currently does make quite a bit of sense with what we're trying to do. Alright, Plummet now. We'll get the sideboard card. And I guess I will just go ahead and commit to either a Naya or green-white dinosaur deck. Alright, Sun-Collared Raptor. Not a very good splash card, but I want to cut dinosaurs. And maybe we end up splashing white, although that's pretty awkward with Atsok and Seer. Alright, as expected, we got the Frillback back. Frillback back. So we'll take that. Like I said, excellent card with Ghalta. You can just put Ghalta in the 2-drop slot. That's how much I want to pay for it. So currently looking like we're just a 2-color dinosaur deck. And oh my god, never mind. And immediately. Well, welcome back, Black Deck. It's good to see you. I missed you. Hello, Tetsamok. Yeah, I take unfair cards. Usually my rule of thumb is when you have a choice of taking unfair cards, just do it. I say just go for it. At this point, white can get the boot. And we're just going to play a green-black deck. Green-black. No problem. Look, we even get to ramp into Tetsamok with Knight of Stampede? That's not fair. Alright, Crested Herdcaller is exceptionally good. We're going to take it and hopefully wheel another Knight of the Stampede, but we know what we're doing now. Another Herdcaller? Well, that's a gift. Herdcaller's pretty excellent for Ghalta, too. Ramp 6. You can literally just go Herdcaller into Ghalta. That's pretty good. Thrashing Brontodon, rather, is excellent, though, and it's cheap. That's pretty tough. I think I might want to lower the curve a little bit. As much as a Herdcaller excites me, Brontodon is really good too. It's hard to argue with efficiency, and 3 mana 3/4 with upside, it's got so much going for it. I'm just going to take it over the Herdcaller. I think another Herdcaller would be just fine there too. I'd be happy to debate anybody on that pick, but I think they're close enough where you err towards cheaper. So we could take the Frillback, could take the I might just take Evolving Wilds. We've got low black count with super high power black cards, Demise and Tetsamok. So low black count plus Evolving Wilds really helps the mana base a lot. And I don't care well, I guess, all right, the issue now is since we did forego a lot of picks, we actually do need playables. That is the problem. So I might just take the Frillback here. Hardy Veteran's not really what I'm looking for. We're going to look for dinosaurs, so I guess we will take another Frillback. If I had enough playables, if I didn't open Tetsamok, essentially, we'd be fine, but because I did open Tetsamok, we have to be a little more proactive with our picks. So I can take the Zealot here. I love the card. I think Jungle Creeper is cool because we're in the colors for it, but I just like Zealot. Really like this card a lot. It's hard to argue with a cantrip that can trade with something. Yeah, we get a Creeper anyway. Or I could take an Armasar. We'll take the Creeper. I mean, this card is cool. 3 mana, 3/3 is fine. That's a late Mistbinder. So here I'm going to take the Pioneer over a third Frillback. It's not a dinosaur, but just multiple bodies is fantastic. There's a Revenant here too, but I just really like the Pioneer a lot, actually. Oh man, another Seer? I mean, you could splash the Seers. It's not outrageous to splash Seer. It's not great, but I'm not giving up anything here, so we'll go for it. I mean, I think actually we have to splash Atsok Seer now. With Tetsamok and Ghalta, yeah, we're gonna find a way. So I guess I'm regretting missing out on that Evolving Wilds a little bit, but we might be able to find another. Wait, is Traveler's Amulet going to be in pack 3? I guess not, but we can find ways to fix for Seer. We'll figure it out. Bottom line is we'll figure it out. I'm going to take the Dark Inquiry for sideboard. I don't think we're playing the Artisan. I guess once again the argument is I'm short on playable, so I might need it. All right, now we can easily get another Knighted Stampede, which is a gift. Here we could take the Gleaming Barrier or a third Frillback or an Armisar. Barrier lets us potentially splash for the Seer. It also buys time. I probably want the Barrier. We've got big time finishers now with Tetsamok and Galta, so we just need to survive. Gleaming Barrier does help with that. Here we'll take a Veteran to cut green. Got just Frillback for days anyway. All right, so if I could go back, I would take the Evolving Wilds. But at the time I wasn't planning on splashing for Atsokan Seer, but now I think it's smart. I think our deck doesn't have any removal in it other than a Golden Demise and a Tetsamok, and to be honest, that might just be good enough. I don't really want to play Hardy Veteran. I guess I don't really want to play the Artisan. I'm just going to start moving cards to the side that I think are emergency use only if we don't end up with enough playables, but I think we're going to be fine actually. Hargwell's Bloodfast, huh? No. All right. New Horizons is the fixing we're looking for. Ramp plus fixing. Precisely what we're looking for. There's also a Seeker Squire in here. And a Mark of the Vampire, which is actually really good in this deck too. But New Horizons is kind of exactly what I'm looking for with the Atsokan Seers. Boneyard Parlay. Actually a good card. But it's a fun card. I could just take it. I'm always punished for taking fun cards in this format. Heartstopper might just be the pick, just because cheap kill things. Cheap kill things is really hard to argue with. There's also a Dark Nourishment, but I'm just going to take Skittering Heartstopper, I think. I think we're just going to take the thing that's cheap in trades. It just makes sense. With Galta, Tetsamok, double Atsokan Seer, we just need to make sure this curve is low and that we can win with it. Could take the Hoarder, actually. Pounce is cool. We do actually have some pretty reasonable bodies for Pounce, and we're removal light, creature heavy, so I guess we'll take Pounce, but I think Direfleet Hoarder would be completely legitimate too. There's also an Unknown Shores for Atsokan Seer, but I think we'll actually get that back. Alright. Bloodletter is just good, regardless of what kind of deck you're doing. Another crack at Unknown Shore, but like I said, I think we're going to wheel it. Hoarder is nice for fixing. Diviner is just a good little body, but I'm taking Bloodletter. This card is just good. It doesn't matter what you're playing. So here, another pretty solid choice. So Mark of the Vampire, Grazing Whiptail's good. I'd probably take the Mark though. This is more of a game flipper. Mark is a good game flipper. It comes out of nowhere. You put that on a Galta, it's just absurd. You put it on a Tetsamok, you're happy. You put it on a Herd Caller, you're happy. Put it on any of these things, it's doing a lot. So I'm going to take Mark. Just make sure we get one. So we pretty much have space for one more card and that's it. So I probably take the Hoarder over the Diviner, just because blocks better and gives us the one-time ramp or a fix for a Seer, which makes more sense to me. Cobbled Wings would be cool but unnecessary. Same with Cutlass. We'll take the Hoarder. Slice and Twain would be a really nice sideboard card to have, but I guess we have the Thrashing Brontodon, so we're probably okay. I might just take the Spineback. It's expensive, but we have a lot of dinosaurs, actually. We have, oh, I guess we have less dinosaurs than I thought, though. It does just make an army on its own, though, which is really nice. And we have plenty of ramp already, so we probably don't need to dry it. All right. And we're playing 17 lands regardless. Pillar of Origin, we don't have enough creature consistency for that. I guess we'll take the Tormentor. Pterodon Knight's in there, but I'm not going to splash for that. March of the Drowned. I mean, we don't really need any of this, to be honest. I guess we'll take the March. Cutthroat's pretty playable. I guess we could take that. I don't know if we're going to play it, but it is a playable card. So I think we have all the goodies that we need. And we got the Hoarders back, which is nice. I do want to play these. Classic ramp fix. So it does appear that we have enough playables where we don't need to play the Atsocan-Seers, but I did get the Unknown Shores. I kind of want to play him now. Between two Direfleet Hoarders, a New Horizon, getting the Canopy back is actually kind of a gift, and the Unknown Shore, and technically you could play 18 lands and just play Arch as something to give you card advantage, but I kind of want to just play 17 lands. We'll see if we can get away with it. Atsocan-Seer really does some pretty awesome things. When your deck has, like I said, a Tetzamok, a Thundering Spineback, a Herd Caller, and a Ghalta, like all of our dinosaurs are so strong. So we need to make it at least 3 cuts. I think we're just going to make 3 cuts. Like I said, Frillback is good for allowing us to ramp to Ghalta quicker, but I'm not convinced we need it. At least we can cut a couple, I think. And then we can cut one more creature pretty easily, too. And then we've got ourselves a deck. But, maybe the Cutthroat. We're not going to be swinging in that much. Okay, Cutthroat's kind of an easy cut. So, we're kind of lacking in the removal department, certainly. But when you have a Tetzamok, Golden Demise goes a long way. Pounce should be good in here. Even with our 2/3s and 2/4s, I think that can do some stuff. So, yeah. And then we'll run 1 Plains, and between that, Unknown Shores, New Horizons. Let's look at how color intensive we are. Unfortunately, we're pretty color intensive. Multiple double black and double green. And I guess the issue is Arch of Orazca is causing some potential problems here too. I don't really want to run 18 lands. Our curve is not absurd, and we have a lot of ramp. So let's just run the 1 Plains, which they agreed to as well. And I think I probably agree that we probably up the green count, because the green gets us our New Horizons as well as our Atsocan-Seer. Okay. I mean, we definitely need, the problem is we need black early too. We could do 7/7. Might actually make more sense. And then it's 8/8 with the Unknown Shores. It's a bit concerning. We could theoretically cut one more card and basically play Arch of Orazca as a card that's eventually going to draw us cards, but if I were to cut, what's like the final cut for this deck? It's probably like another Frillback, believe it or not. And yes, I understand Frillback ramps towards Ghalta, but I'd rather have a Creeper. It's 1 less ramp, but at least it can come back. More use of our mana. I'm getting pretty tempted now, actually. Maybe cut a Frillback and run 18 lands. Basically running Arch as a source of card advantage. And like I like Pioneer and I like Creeper more than Frillback. I'd rather have multiple bodies or something that can come back rather than a 4/2 that ramps 1 card in our deck. And I'd rather play the Hoarders, I think, because they just trade early and get us to our more powerful stuff, as well as our Seers. Okay, I'm going to cut the Frillback. I don't know if this is right. We'll find out. I'm going to run the extra green that they suggested. They suggested again. So this is probably the first 18 land deck I've ran in the format, but honestly, I think it's okay. We have Creeper, which comes back, Seer, which gives some advantage. We have Arch of Orazco, which gives advantage and is kind of almost like another spell in our deck. And we have Mana Sink here, Mana Sink here. So Mana Sink, Mana Sink, Mana Sink. Card advantage, card advantage, card advantage. Well, here's hoping. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. We'll see what it can do. We're going to run it like this. And we'll see you around 1.